Recording. Okay, I am recording. What I would like to do is I probably get somebody who is going to be attending the lectures regularly, i.e. here with me, to monitor me and make sure I'm recording and make sure that you can hear me. And so if I were to basically, I have turned off your microphones now, but you may turn them back on. So if you were to go up there and look at the icon, your microphone has a little slash through it. That means that it's turned off. That means that if you talk, I won't hear you unless you turn that on. So I go ahead, I allow you to turn it on. Anyway, so what I usually try to do is have somebody monitor me and make sure I'm recording and make sure that everybody can hear me. Sometimes I'll be sitting here talking and talking and talking and everybody's saying, we can't hear him, we can't hear him. And of course, I can't hear you saying that. Let's see. For tonight, my fiber optic system is down, so I'm hoping I have the bandwidth tonight. But what I'm going to do, let me show a share here. I'm going to share, and I'm going to go to my Collin College. Should have already been here. What is this? Collin College. Okay, where's Collin? There. Log in. So it's a little slow tonight, a little slower than I'm used to. And I'm going to the, I'm going to my Canvas. Now you'll get to your Canvas in a different way. Canvas, are we coming up tonight, Canvas? There we go. And so you can see why I'm a little worried about this. I've got a few too many people on here. And so here is our landing pad. And from here, you would go to modules. Now, the first lecture, I've kind of skipped over the orientation. Orientation, basically, I talked about the syllabus and all that stuff. There is a syllabus quiz that is due today, but it doesn't shut off today. If you did it tomorrow, it's fine, but go ahead and do it today anyway, because this is kind of like your sign-in page. If you do this quiz, then you are in the class. And I have evidence of that, and I will not ever drop you from the class. I have a Dropbox practice here. It's pretty straightforward. This stuff is easy. Just go ahead and do it. And even if you don't make a high grade on it, you can always do it again and get a better grade. So it's that's pretty easy. Just go ahead and do those assignments because that keeps you from getting dropped by the registrar if we don't get something else. We're going to be starting actually in Module 3. And Module 3 is what the lecture tonight covers. And creating tables. And when it says non sequitur, that means that it does not come at the beginning of the text. So if we were to look at the assignment, let's see if I can get it to come up for me. The reading assignments are pages 340, essentially through 351. My internet connection is unstable, I'm getting a message. Um, can you guys hear me? Okay. Can, Ganesha, can you hear me? Ganesha, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assume that other people can also. Ken Ballard, can you hear me? Mr. Ballard. Okay. I'm going hard on my internet connection here, so it may not work much longer. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to modules, and I'm going to show you where I have pre-recorded the lecture for tonight. Down here under recorded lectures, I have pre-recorded the lecture because I was afraid that my connection would become unstable. It says lecture 6/11/2019. If we click on that, you will see the lecture, and you can play that. You can also go to YouTube and get it. And it's about 45 minutes or so, and it goes into creating tables a lot more slowly than the first demonstration did. There is an assignment out there, and the assignment is due 1 week from tonight, and then it times off at 2 weeks from tonight, which will be the typical way that I will do that. So you have 2 weeks to get done. I mean, that's plenty of time. The assignment should be fairly easy, and I hope I will have a better internet connection next time. My internet connection is very shaky tonight. It's essentially a cell phone. So I'm a little hesitant to try to do anything that'll get me into trouble. But I created this recording and put it out there for you this afternoon. And so I see I have a good number of people. I'm going to unmute you. Now you may, do we understand what we're doing?
Yes, but I also wanted to let you know, would you like us to use chat? This is Tracy Otten.
Yes, Tracy. Hi, I see you're talking.
Would you like us to use the chat function during our Zoom meetings and have the chat window open?
You may. What I will probably do is mute the people most of the time, and then if you wish to speak, you would unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, thank you.
Others? Anybody want to try talking? You may turn off your, hello. Larry, is that you? You may turn off your microphone at any time you wish. You may turn off your monitor, your video. Most people don't like having their picture broadcast, and so they turn it off. They're afraid that kids come in or whatever. And so that's fine. You can turn that off. Now, what we're going to do is most of the time we will have a live streamed lecture, but I don't think that my my internet connection tonight is strong enough to take that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and back up to the one that I have pre-recorded. And that is this one right here, lecture 611. If you click on that, you'll see my generic first lecture. I don't talk a whole lot about the syllabus. A couple of things about the syllabus that I would mention. I do not drop students. Once you're in the class and once you've turned in something, I don't drop you. So you have to get something turned in by the census date. And I tried to make that as simple as possible. What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? So I tried to keep that easy and simple. I see I have some people in chat. Yes, I hear people saying they don't see any problems. I hear Mr. Paul saying, don't have a microphone. Is it required? The answer is no, a microphone is not required. And by the way, if you say something in chat, it is not necessarily considered private, but if they do, you can use chat. If you don't have a microphone, you may use chat. Don't say anything that you wouldn't say publicly, though, even though it says private, because I'm online and I might just pop it up. I don't know whether you can see that or not if I pop that up. Some things you can see and some things you can't see from my screen, and I'm never really sure what that is. So assume that everybody's going to see it. If you speak, if you unmute yourself and speak, everybody will hear you. If you turn on your video, everybody will see you. And it's fine. So what I'm going to do tonight, I think, is to go to the recorded lecture. I recorded it, I don't know, just an hour and a half ago or so, and put it up there. And so you'll be able to get it. And this will show you what you are going to see when you choose to view the recorded lecture. Okay, so you'll see essentially this and the recording. Okay. Questions? You may unmute if you wish.
Hi, this is Tracy, and if I may, I'll suggest that anyone who's worried about not having a microphone, you don't need to use a microphone to have audio in a Zoom meeting. You can join through Zoom on your laptop, on your tablet, whatever you're using, but then simply call the phone number for Zoom, enter your meeting ID on the phone number, and if you don't have a meeting participant ID, you even just hit pound and you'll join the video. Join the audio that way.
Very well. I wasn't aware that you could do that. I'm learning about Zoom. My own particular, I'm warming up to the online paradigm, and I've never been a big fan of it, but I'm becoming more of one. And I find that I can actually do a reasonably coherent class online. Others? You may unmute if you wish to speak. I encourage you to speak just to get a feel for how it works.
Hi, this is Heather. I was wondering, of course, are we going to do the exams?
Okay, this is Heather. I'm having a little bit of problem hearing you. And you're asking me about the exams?
Yes.
The exams will be given online. You will have time to do them. I'm a little tighter on the timeline. I used to just have the all of the assignments just out there. You do them as you get ready. You turn them in whenever you get them done, which to me, that is fine in using Canvas because I don't have to keep track of the papers. Canvas keeps track of them for me. But what I found I was doing was I was getting them all on the last day of class. With respect to exams, I am pretty tight on the times. That doesn't mean that you have a very short time. but it means that the time that I tell you you have is the time that you have, and I am not willing to extend it. It doesn't matter how much time I give people. Somebody will not get the test turned in on time. It just doesn't matter how much time I give you. So I finally I have to cut it off, because on a test I have to grade them all at the same time. If I don't, I don't treat you fairly. So the test will be open, I'm guessing, for 3 days. I try to make it open over a weekend, maybe 4 days. I try to make it open over a weekend and a day or two outside of the weekend. I don't know. Like I say, I bend over backwards to try to get it open for enough time, but ultimately I just have to grade the darn thing. So, which isn't easy. So, answer to your question, Heather, the test will be online. Others?
I hope you'll forgive me if you've included this in material that I haven't completed reading, but do we need to install ProctorU for our tests?
No, I don't. I typically don't. To be honest with you, I've never used it. So my tests are typically do something. Yeah, where they're not multiple choice. They're not true false. They are, here's a programming problem, solve it.
Okay, thank you.
Are you on a cell phone now, Tracy?
No, it's not a cell phone. It's just my regular home phone.
Uh-huh.
And again, for anyone else who does this, you can not only mute by Zoom, and maybe not everyone's seen it, when you highlight your name in Zoom in the top, on the top right, a little blue box shows up that says mute, and the 3 dots give you other actions. But also, when you call in just from your home phone or desk phone at work, wherever you are, you can simply use the mute function on your phone.
Very well. I hear you very clearly, and I see on your icon that it's showing a phone. The rest of the people are on there. So, Heather, you might think about that. Yours is a little scratchy. I had some trouble hearing you, but that particular one with the phone is coming through very loud and clear. I would encourage you to do that. I'll have to test that one out and try it. I have never used that. Personally, like the headset, but not everyone has one. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end the meeting and refer you to the module. So in the module, if you scroll down to the very last module, all the way down, you find the module's recorded lectures. In these modules, you find the setups. And the first lecture is the one today, lecture 611-2019. And therein you will find my expository ramblings about creating tables. Let's see. I think I've covered about everything that in there, I believe I did, about creating them. If you don't, then have some questions ready. Write the questions down would be good. If you could write them down and send them to me, I'll make sure that I cover them all in the lecture on Thursday. And Thursday, I hope I will have a stronger internet connection, or I will go strangle Frontier with their fiber optic cable. if no one has anything else, I'm going to go ahead. I will post this lecture, by the way, under 611. So it will be in this folder of recorded lectures for 611, what we talked about today. Others? Somebody who's going to be here fairly regularly on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm getting another connection saying my internet is unstable. Somebody sent me a message saying you expect to be here. And what I'll probably do is send you a phone number where if there's a problem, you can call me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this internet off. Have a good turnout tonight. Anybody wish to speak? Mr. Paul, did you hear, I ask you a question, obviously you don't have a phone or you don't have a microphone. What Tracy said about calling in with a telephone. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting. Let me check my chats. Okay, let's see, is there a penalty for missing lectures? The penalty for missing lectures is you mean missing the lecture or not watching the lecture. If you mean you just aren't here, well, there's no penalty for that, but you will have to watch the lecture. How long do we have to watch? How long do you have to watch the lecture? Till the end of it, of course. No, how long do you have? I don't have a particular quiz. You do need to watch the lecture, so you need to turn on the lecture and watch it at some point. I would say a couple of days ought to be good. So if I cover something in lecture, you're responsible for it. And the question is, can you do it tomorrow? I guess you mean the quiz. The live lecture, well, this is live right now. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting now. Well, hello, Heather. Is that your dog?
Yes.
No, it's somebody else's dog, I'm sure. Okay. Like I say, I'm going to end the lecture right now, and then I will see you on Thursday night, and hopefully we will have a live lecture then. For right now, you get the pre-recorded one. So I'm going to end the meeting, and this is how you will know the where is it? Okay. So I stop the recording.